Hey, what is going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. It's your boy Tropical Habs back here today for a brand new YouTube video. So today we're here to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, and we're here to talk about Juraj Slafkovsky, because Tony Marinaro yesterday at TVA Sport was at GC, was talking with Jean-Charles Lajoie. We're talking about Slafkovsky, about the fact that he needs to keep his head up. And yeah, he compared Slafkovsky with Alex Galchenyuk, and he said that Juraj Slafkovsky might not be 100% ready to play in the NHL. And I think that he had a pretty fair point, in my opinion. I watched the interview, I look at the comments, and a lot of people have been calling him dumb about his comparison with Alex Galchenyuk, and I think that some people are misunderstanding what he's saying. He's not comparing Juraj Slafkovsky as a player to Alex Galchenyuk, because Juraj Slafkovsky has way more potential than Alex Galchenyuk ever had, in my opinion. Even though Alex Galchenyuk scored a 30-season goal, he had a pretty good season with the Canadiens, but he never had that point-per-game potential that Slafkovsky has, in my opinion. So yeah, Galchenyuk is now in the AHL, in the Colorado Avalanche organization. He just got through waivers, didn't get claimed. So yeah, people are understanding that he's comparing both players, but he actually is not. He's comparing the fact that Alex Galchenyuk was pretty similar in his 18-year-old season. He was keeping his head down, and he was not looking around for a hit. He was not protecting himself from hits, and he was getting rocked a lot like Juraj Slafkovsky has been this year so far. And yes, Slafkovsky is NHL ready in his play. He's NHL ready in his size. He's NHL ready in almost every category possible, but he is not NHL ready in that purpose. Like, Juraj Slafkovsky really needs to protect himself. He needs to keep his head up. He needs to look around, and he needs to learn how to do it, because or else he's going to end up like Jake Evans with multiple concussions. And with all the hits he's sustained so far this year, I think that he's pretty lucky to even not have had a concussion yet, because those are some pretty big hits he's been enduring so far. One against the Coyotes, he got one against the Flames, he got one against the Vancouver Canucks, and it's been like 4 hits so far this year in only 19 games where Juraj Slafkovsky gets hit to the head with legal checks. Yes, the Braden Shen hit was a little bit late. Yes, he could have played the puck, and yes, I find it disgusting to rather hit an 18-year-old to the head over playing the puck, but it's part of the game, and he needs to adjust himself. And yes, I remember Alex Galchenyuk in his rookie year was doing the exact same mistakes, and later in his career, I think it led to him being a bit scared to go in the corners. And with Juraj Slafkovsky's size, we don't want him to be scared to go in the corners in the future because of those hits. So he needs to work on that. He really needs to work on that, protecting himself, keeping his head up. And I think that's the only part of his play that's not NHL ready, because otherwise he's been playing really, really good, and he's been improving all season long. He has now 3 points in his last 4 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. He's now at 9 points, and he's in the top of forwards for the Montreal Canadiens. He's in front of a lot of guys in last games played. So yeah, definitely Slafkovsky needs to work on that. But other than that, he's been pretty good. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. I wanted to talk about it because, like, I've seen some people saying on Twitter in French, like, oh, Tony Marinaro is comparing Slafkovsky with Galchenyuk. What the hell? He's not comparing players. He's just comparing the fact that they both were doing the same thing at 18 years old in the NHL, not protecting themselves and not looking around for hits. That's the only thing he was referring to in that comparison. So yeah, let me know what you guys all think in the comments below. Do you think Slafkovsky might need to get sent down to Laval a couple of games in the future, maybe at the end of the year, just to adjust his play? I think not, because like there's a lot of goons in the AHL, and they might be tempted to hit him even more. So for me, I keep him in the NHL. I don't think there's no point playing him in the AHL over that. Tony Marinaro was suggesting that. I don't think it's a good idea, but he really needs to work on that. And I think that Martin St. Louis probably been addressing that with him already. So it's going to be all right. Don't panic. Slafkovsky's going to be a stud. It's been your boy Tropical Habs. Have a nice rest of your day, and I'm going to see you guys in another video today. Bye bye.